messed up. I have to redo this stuff real quick. Just trying to make sure everything's working correctly. Okay. Let's see how much movement we had for the last hour or so. Was that 560? We're still like almost 100-point range, I guess, since 12. I mean, we bounced off like the 560, 540s, then we pushed all the way back up to the 640s. Pretty much. Right now, with all the EMAs just kind of being flat here, so probably get a lot of chopping around. Hey, Kid Poker, how have you been lately? Hadn't seen you in a while. I know I still see you in Methodical Man's lobby or Nutty's lobby every now and then. Methodical Man said you got a payout recently. Congratulations on that. What's up, Charles? How are you doing? Oh, 2 payouts. Awesome. How many payouts do you think it's going to take to kind of get you back to like a break even, or does that get you close? Kid Poker. Oh, long time? Okay. I know when Methodical Man started out, he had a pretty deep hole to dig out to get his tuition back. You know, everybody gives tuition to No. Once you start winning, you keep the winning, and you just, you know it's a good investment. Nobody that starts trading doesn't start out losing, so. Oh yeah, most definitely the cost of tuition. I actually messed up one of my funded accounts today by accident. I thought I was trading micros, and I was freaking on minis. Oh, we've been yeah, that happened probably this morning sometimes, Charles. I thought I took a loss, and I thought it was only supposed to be 120 because I was trading through three micros. And when I looked at it, I was on minis, because what it is, I have the NQ and MNQ kind of side by side. And so, because I trade 50Ks and 25Ks. And so usually I trade 25Ks on minis, I mean micros, and the 50Ks on minis. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too, Kid Poker. I'm thinking it may be a flat power hour just because NVIDIA numbers are coming out at 420 today. Kid Poker, what prop firm did you get your payout with? Okay, nice. Was the payments pretty fast? I know I hear a lot of people saying sometimes their payouts aren't fast and they're slow. 48 hours? Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 48 hours? Wow. That's pretty good. I'll approve Sunday and bank Tuesday, man. Yeah, I'm trying to build my funded accounts back up ever since the whole fast track, because I got away from Apex and Bulanox and a lot of the other prop firms because, I was one of the fast track suckers who got sucked in. Then I got funded accounts with them, and then they turn around and didn't pay nobody. And I even got to pay out with them and didn't get paid. So I was almost like a month or 2 months there where I didn't really work on Bulanox and Apex that much. I still used them, but I didn't really focus on them. But now we're focused on building our funded accounts back up with those guys. So I think right now we got either 4 or 5 funded accounts, minus the one that I messed up on today. I thought a methodical man told me that he was going to be streaming this evening. Unless he's getting home a little later. I think he was going to do it for oh, you stopped trading the mini. Oh yeah, I don't ever trade. The only reason why I'm trading minis now is because Bulanox is not giving the 90% off on the 25Ks. They're only doing 50Ks, and that's the only reason why I have 50K accounts. Because I mainly do the 25Ks myself. So right now, my closest payout's probably with Bulanox because you got to make $2,600, and I got about $1,500 in an account. So I still got to make another $1,000 with Bulanox because I think the minimum withdrawal is 1,000, and you got to leave in the buffer. Similar to what Apex is with now, besides they'll allow you to take out part of your buffer where Bulanox doesn't. I don't really know what the plan is for this evening, Trader G. The only thing is, like I said, I think it's because we got NVIDIA numbers coming out, Trader G, so it may be flat the whole hour. I don't know who that is. The only thing I'm not a fan of right now is I hate that none of the other EMAs are above the 200. Let me see where the ES is at real quick. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna be patient and wait. Long from the 5908. Let's see. 200. Yeah, the ES looks a lot better as far as longs go than the NQ over here, because all of your EMAs are kind of moving up in the right direction. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do there too, Kid Poker. That's kind of what my goal is with the 25Ks. I like to have multiple, like 2 or 3 accounts where I can just continually rotate them. I mean, if you're able to get to the point where you're able to do that, every 2 weeks, that's $1,000 a week. Yeah, that sucks there. Especially, yeah, trust me, we've all been there, man. We've all been there. Yeah, micros is probably what I trade probably 80-90% of the time. I mean, now the micros give you anxiety. What? Uh, yeah, the NQ it can be brutal. I was seeing if I could try to hop in along with you there, Trader G. Looks like we have a little wick test up there that we need to run. We'll hop in there along with you, Trader G. We're just on 3 micros also, guys. So the most that we're willing to risk is going to be $60 on this trade. I think that's right. 60 bucks, right? Yeah, 30. Yeah, 60 bucks. I still think it's going to chop around. I only say that because of how the EMAs are set up right now. It's because we're just now crossing over the 200 moving average. So anytime your EMAs are just barely crossing each other, you're just going to get a lot of chop. What I'm hoping for is we can at least run this wick here. We got a wick right here at the 330, the 630s. The only thing I hate about the ES right now is I don't know if you meant to put that in my lobby. Hey, Joe. How are you doing, Laughter? Yeah, like I said, the ES is in a really tight spot. We're trapped between a pivot and the VWAP. I'm doing good, Laughter. Thank you. We also got a wick up there at the 914s on the ES that'd be nice for us to run too. And this easily could come back and stop us out real quick. So may just go ahead and go to break even just because it's struggling to move up. And this way we'll either get the trade or we won't get it. Because the ES just popped, but the NASDAQ's just not popping with it. You see that? So be careful because the ES just broke its wick. So now I don't know if that NASDAQ will get up there. All right, good trade. I'm glad we got out of that break even. And it still may get up there, but the NQ, the ES beat us there. You still may get it. Let's see if it's going to give it to us. All right, so I guess it's going to give it to us. It looks like it's going to give us that wick there at the 30s. So, good deal. Wow, that's going to be nuts if we continue running. Next target would be your pivot up here. That may be our 15-minute opening there. It is right at about 37.38 is your 15-minute opening range from this morning. Yeah, we did. I paper handed that trade pretty bad, Trader G. But I try to trade a lot more conservative in the evening time, just so I don't mess up any of our, the profits that we have made. It'd be nice if we could move up the rest of the day until NVIDIA numbers release. Just remember, guys, if you're going to be looking for a long, just be careful not to take a long until the 37s, 38s. Because what it is, that's our 15-minute closed candle from this morning. So just be aware of that if you're looking for longs. Man, like to see something a little bit deeper. I like to see a 21 pullback where we just make a little bull flag all the way back to our 21 moving average. Unless you're long. If you're long, we won't risk us to move back. Kid Poker, what have you been what strategy have you been trading? Are you trading the failed inversion gap similar to what Methodical Man's trading? No. Woo. All right, here comes that 15-minute close. Let's see if we get through it pretty. Wow, we just blew right through it. Mm. Wow, this thing just skyrocketed. Hopefully that wasn't the only pullback we're going to get. I was looking for a better looking bear bull flag there. Man. Can't hop in now, guys. All we can do is just watch. The YM's green. I think I've tried trading the YM before. I didn't have very much success at it. So I'm thinking that the NQ is probably heading to the 22 here. I mean, the ES is probably heading to the 22. The 59.22 is probably going to be the target for the ES. Then if the ES can reclaim that 59.22, it should be straight up on from there, because that was the Bears and Bulls line in the sand for Mancini this morning. Oh yeah, most definitely about the managing your risk and the risk. Wow. Man, all the way straight up to the VWAP. What was that? 25 to 54? Basically a 20 point move. Off of that break there. So all we can do now is just hope it gives us some kind of pullback here. Yeah, one of my biggest things that I used to struggle with a while back was the over leveraging kid poker. They don't even have to dump it. I'd just like to see a pullback maybe into the 30s, or even the maybe, yeah, right at the 30s would be where I'd like to see it pull back to. Then we can run up to retest that 59.22. Whew, they just sent it to the all right, let's see what happens at the 59.22 target. Dang, 30 points off of that. That's insane. God. All right, we're at the line in the sand for the Bulls and Bears, 59-22. Man, I really don't want to take a trade based off on what the ES is doing. I've gotten burned so many times trying that. Did you stay in that, Charles? Or are you on that ride? Nice. Dude, the 15-minute and the pivot scared me off of that trade. That's the only reason why I didn't take that trade. That's why I brought that up. I thought we would hit that. I mean, it did hit the 15-minute, a little resistance, but then it was just like butter straight through it. So, nice. Nice for anybody that was like, yeah, I'm going to take that. Now, did you get long at this fair value gap then? This one that's printed on here? All right, we got another big fair value gap here. But it comes to 28. That was your first level down this morning before where the Bulls started losing control was the 59-28. They had to hold 59-22 to stay in control. So if they regain this 28-30, the Bulls will be back in control. I mean, it doesn't look like it's stopping either. I mean, it's just... Wow, it popped that. Trader G, that's insane that if you were able to hold on, man, that was a 20-point move from your entry on the ES. That is insane. Woo! Look at her just go through the 28 and 30 like nothing. God. So what will happen anytime someone jumps into this, it'll go straight back down. Oh my goodness. I know what you mean. I wanted to get long too, but like I said, I got scared off by the 15-minute opening range. And the pivot. Dang. It's gone. Look at there. We just overtook all three support levels. The 22, the 28, and 30. We just went through all three of them like nothing. Nice. Man, Charles, you've been on fire lately. I'm hoping we get excuse me. I'm hoping we get some kind of pullback where we can get an entry before the last 10 minutes hits. For the death candle. Kid Poker, I want to go long too, but I really want to see a bull flag set up. Yeah, same here. I'm going to resist, man. It's late in the day. Unless this thing gives me a bull flag, we're not going to enter. My first entry should have been back here where I drew out my trend line. But like I said, I did not take that because I did not want to take a trade into the 15-minute opening range or a pivot. But, you know, sometimes it works, and other times, as you can see, we went up 100 points. I know that's a pretty insane move up too. Like you would have, if you'd have just bought this slight pullback. I mean, it's like with the littlest pullback, it was green all the way up. I mean, could we retrace all the way back to the highs? All the way back? What's that? 840. There's no way we're gonna get 840. What do y'all think? You think we can get all the way back over to 840s? That would be insane. Well, shoot, we're only 140 points off. We're getting a little pullback. Do we buy the pullback? That's all the pullback we're going to get? Dang. It's nothing worse than trying to enter a trade after we done moved up over 100 points. I like to see us get above this opening range low here. That's your opening candle from this morning. I'm not even sure if we'll get a pullback, Kid Poker. I was waiting to see if we get above this opening range low. Yeah, I know it's stalling. We're at the opening range of the candle from this morning, Kid Poker. This is at the 207.32. Then your opening range high is going to be up here at the 207.56. I like to see us maybe print above it if we can. Nope, cannot get above that level there. What, we got 10 more minutes before the death candle. Still cannot get through the 32s. The Murderbot, yeah, that's what we're. I want to find an entry before Murderbot and see if we can get a big breakout. So what we'd like to see here is the ES to hold up the 28 and 30 and find support at these levels here. So that looks like a bounce off the 30, 31s. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm hoping for, Kid Poker, is a decent looking pullback. You think we're selling off? I won't buy into the sell off unless we start losing the 21 EMA. Because that was a pullback to the 20. Patience. Come on. We're trying to reclaim the 30. That's a good sign for the bulls. Horrible candle. Man. thought it was once this 30 held up, we were going to move higher. Because we pulled back, retested the 28, and that's one of the main support levels we need to hold. I just don't want to get trapped. This may be pushing a little bit. This is based off on the ES here. If the ES cannot hold the 30, we'll probably be in a little danger. But if the ES can hold the 30, I'll feel comfortable staying in the trade. And this is also only 3 micros, guys. So we're definitely, the most that we're willing to lose is $60. It's like, I hate that it's hesitating. All right, we should get it. We're going to go to break even. Oh, okay. So we retested that 30. The 30 held. The next level we have to get through is going to be this opening range low. I'm going to try for the opening range high for this last contract I have and see if we can get through this opening range low here. I've already tried it a few times, so I'm hoping it's weak by now. So the ES got through the opening range low, so I'm hoping the NASDAQ should do the same thing. Above 40, we'll go to 30. If we get above 30. All right, we're battling through the 30s. The ES is approaching, but we're pretty far away from the 9 or EMAs. We're going to risk a little bit on this one and just see if the 9 EMA is going to hold. And plus, we got a little fair value gap there too. So we just risk, what, $6 to possibly make, what, 25, about 60, 70 bucks. Ooh, right off the bottom of that gap. Let's see if it holds. Oh, that's the death candle. I lost track of time. All right, we're going to go to the opening range low since we're there. Man, it's like, how much farther can we go? The ES just broke there. I'm gonna see if we can go farther. The ES just broke through its opening range high. All right, we're going to hit 40. We're just going to follow at 10 behind. Might have to have a pullback here, but that's okay. We'll be okay with the profit that we got from it. Getting a decent pullback. We may have to pull back to this opening range low. Oh well. So I was hoping when I saw the ES breaking the opening range high up here, I thought the NQ could do the same. May drop it down to 2 micros now since we're such late in the day. And just, if we find another entry, we'll just do 2 micros. They might dump it. Well, as long as our 30s can hold, I'm okay with shooting for longs. We're back at that opening range low again. I like that we're above this opening range low. We had a pullback into the 20. So like again, once again, we're risking 60 bucks. No, we're not. 40 bucks. I'm sorry, 40 bucks. We're just on two micros, guys. 2 micros. So this trade really only works if this level holds up here at this ORL at 32s. If we start losing 32s, whoa, what was that? Looks like we had a little bit of advanced movement before the 55 candle. Oh man, I think it just did me dirty. I know, I forgot about the out in the last there. Oh my goodness. I would at least had my 10 points. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I know, it wicked me, man. I forgot all about that freaking candle. Oh my goodness. Oh, that should have been another 20 points. Oh well. if you're taking trades around these the power hour around the last 10 and 5 minutes, that's just what you get. Oh goodness. Wow, we just got above the opening range high too. Man, that's some decent. The 90s could definitely be a definitely. Well, no, the ES has not got above it, so the ES is trying to get through it now. Man. That sucks. You missed that big one? Sounds good, Trader G. Thanks for hanging out. Are you not going to stick around and try to take that big boy trade for NVIDIA? Is anybody going to be putting any boys on the table this evening? No, wait, Mark. I don't blame you. I'm not going to be putting no boys on the table either. We're just going to be spectating. Yeah. There's no way I can take that again. I've already tried that once. I mean, I hate that I missed out on that trade there. Yeah, we've been keeping it pretty conservative this for power hour. We try to stick just to 2 micros, 3 micros at the most. I mean, we're making a really good looking bull flag here. I mean, if this was like early in the day, this would be a really good looking flag we're printing here. The ESNQ hit a resistance level. I'm not going to take this trade, Trader G. We just marked it out. I'm just saying, like, if this was a daytime trade, I would have taken this just because. So that was the close there. That's what all that little whipsawing come on happened. Wow, look at it just rip out of that bull flag, guys. That thing just ripped. If that wasn't a close trade, we definitely would have entered the bull flag there That was a nice looking 3-candle pullback into your 9 EMA, a little under the 9 also. So that would have been a good looking flag there. Oh goodness. Nothing we can do here but watch, guys. That was probably the end of us taking trades. We're going to wait a little bit longer to see what happens with the NVIDIA numbers. Wow, look at this. 40-point trade out of this bull flag, guys. Man, these bull flags are just paying at the end of the day. Yeah, there's quite a bit of earnings going on right now. I think you got to wait till 420 to get those numbers. Man. Yeah, I don't really ever trade any kind of news or earnings, Kid Poker, but I like to kind of just watch and see what we get. And we still got about 15 more minutes. This was a pretty good power hour. I don't know if any of you guys were able to capitalize on it. Oh, you got to be at work at 4:45. Oh, yeah, that's getting close. You got to be at work in 45 minutes. Well, I don't know. Do you live in Eastern time, Kid Poker? Okay, so you are in East. Okay. I live in Central time, so it's 3 o'clock for me here. That's nice. It's always nice to live close to work. Yeah, I don't ever do the what do you call it? The Asian market, Eric. How was your trading today, Eric? Did you do okay today? Nice. I'm red everywhere, but I ended up blowing a funded account. I ended up messing up one of my funded accounts today by accident. I was gonna do a video on it this evening, tell you guys what happened with it. I thought I was on my micros and I was on minis when I was trading it. So instead of losing the 120 like I thought I lost, it was 600. And then I tried to get it back and it was downhill from there. Trade with Travis. Well, see, I thought I was only going to have a $120 loss, but then I realized I was on minis when I was trading, and so it was a $600 loss. Man, are we just going to pump for the rest of the day? What do you mean trading, being on the wrong size accounts? You're talking about, Eric? I haven't done that too many times. I've done that probably at least a couple times. I know it's good when it works out, but it sucks when it doesn't. And the only reason why I even got the mini set up is because I had been trading minis with my 50Ks on the Bulanox. And I forgot to switch it back over whenever I switch from 50s to 25s. Because my 25Ks, I strictly just trade micros. Oh, okay, yep. That's pretty much what happened today. Then I tried to get it back, and whenever I tried to get it back, it just didn't work. So then I was at no point of return. So I was like, screw it. Either we're gonna get it back or it's gonna go. You know what sucks, Eric? I've had that account for almost 2 months. Like I have been slow trading that thing so slow for 2 straight months. I'm thinking about it the first of the year though to start a live trading account where I just trade like two micros or something and just do like what what is that 40 for 80 or something like that. That's what you're doing now. Yeah, I've been wanting to try that for a while. I mean, I stay pretty consistent, so I'm thinking about trying that with a funded account to try to make a little extra money with fundeds. I mean, like a live account. But I was gonna look into doing that at like maybe the first of the year. Let me see where the that's not it. I mean, we're still good on our Bewley funded. We still need to make about another $1,000 to get $1,000 payout with Bewley Knox. I'm not really sure what's going to be the future of some of these prop firms, Kid Poker. The whole fast track thing, that definitely doesn't help their case. You know, if you got, but so yeah, if you see all the prop firm goes away, you'll definitely see probably a big decrease in people streaming. I know that's for one thing. What's everybody think? Up or down for the Nvidia numbers? I heard Nvidia might take a hit because I heard that Amazon was manufacturing their own chips. I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought I heard somebody they put that in the chat one day, but I never looked into it to see if if it was real or fake. So I don't really know. I guess I'm sitting here. I can just Google it. I guess let's just see if we can just Google if Amazon's making its own chips. Okay. So it says Amazon is making its own AI chips to rival Nvidia. So I guess it is. So I guess we'll just see if that affects Nvidia's numbers when they release them this evening. Yeah, I can't remember who put that in the lobby one day, Eric. Yeah, somebody put that in there one day, and it was one of those crazy big days that we had in the market. Someone said that Amazon was manufacturing their own chips to rival Nvidia. I mean, I kind of see that coming anyway. It's just the fact that all those chips are manufactured in Taiwan, and I know with the whole China thing with the U.S., I know they're trying to build more chip factories here. So I'm pretty sure U.S. the government's pretty much probably loaning them all the money they need to start those factories. So I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. Amazon probably didn't even have to put anything out of pocket. The government probably paid them for it. Since I think the U.S. was trying to get more chip factories here. All right, guys, we got 5 more minutes. Is anybody playing the Nvidia numbers? Do we put one micro on and see if we can get 100 points? TSMC. I would have to look up that abbreviation. I'm not. Oh, is that a Tesla? No. What does the TS stand for? Oh, so they're letting that company come to the U.S. to set up. Okay. Ah, I didn't know that. I'm assuming that has a lot to do with the whole China thing with China and Taiwan, since all those chips come from Taiwan. Okay. The Taiwan government, or are you talking about the U.S. government? Which government asked them, Eric? Oh yeah, the U.S. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, the U.S. government probably asked them to set up here. That way, whatever the thing about China and China and Taiwan, because I guess Taiwan used to be part of China a long time. I don't really know the history of that. I just know that's something that they always kind of mention. I guess it's similar to the, what is it, China and Hong Kong. Like Hong Kong wasn't supposed to be part of China for like 50 more years, and I guess was it the European government finally let the treaty go or something like that? Which I don't look too much into that because I don't follow a whole lot of overseas news. Just what little bit I see here and there. All right, guys, we got a minute and a half. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Is does anybody know what kind of movement that we usually get out of the Nvidia numbers? Woo! Last minute, guys. We're just going to watch. We're not going to participate. If you want to watch somebody Simpson accounts, it looks like Methodical Man sending some. Looks like he's hedging a little bit over there. $20 left. 20 seconds. Here we go. Oh, what the crap. What a dud. Come on. Are the numbers being delayed? Oh, there it goes. Whoa. Did Nvidia's give bad numbers? Oh goodness. I wonder if it's going to retrace this. What is that? 7. Wow. Almost a 200 point candle. Wow. Man, we pumped all the way up just to get dumped on. Oh, this thing's probably going to move back up. I was seeing if we get back above the VWAP or even the 200 here. Oh. Oh, that was so quick. I didn't really have time to even move it. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out for Power Hour. It was pretty good this evening. Hope you're at least able to find one trade for you.